Part 2. Verdant Wind. Garland Moon. Conclusion of the Crossing Roads. On the streets of the Imperial capital, Alliance forces crush Edelgard's army and take up the perimeter of the Imperial palace. The time has come to face Emperor Edelgard and to free Rhea from her clutches.
Is everyone ready? The objective of this battle is to defeat Edelgard and rescue Rhea. According to the information Dedu gave us, the throne room is directly north of the castle's main entrance.
That's really convenient.
That's where Edelgard is.
I don't like either of these answers. But I guess they're both going to lead to the same dialogue.
She's a fellow student to all of us. If there's a path that we can walk together, that would be preferable. But that all depends on Edelgard. If she won't yield, then that's that. If showing pity would put my allies in danger, I will not hesitate to kill her. I ask that you and everyone here prepare yourselves to do the same.
Understood. I think I speak for everyone when I say that we are prepared.
The future of the Alliance, no, of Fodlan, is at stake. I have been prepared for this my whole life.
Captain Gerald taught me that indecisiveness is a weakness. One must cast aside their doubts before fighting.
The lives of Lady Rhea and everyone here are more important than all else. I shall be prepared.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if she took one look at my overstuffed muscles and surrendered in tears then and there.
Oh, Raphael.
Edelgard will yield.
God, I love him.
Edelgard is a stubborn one. I don't think she's likely to surrender.
Goddess, please protect us.
I'll fight with all I got to save Lady Rhea.
Rescuing Lady Rhea is my dearest wish. We must prevail no matter what it takes.
In the name of the Knights of Seros, we'll bring the hammer down on the Imperial army.
Satisfied yet, boy? Everyone made up their minds a long time ago.
Okay, let's get started. We're yours to command, my friend.
Well, leave it to me.
Everyone, take your positions. The battle is upon us.
Right, so this battle should be somewhat familiar. A little bit, at least. And I think there are going to be some items that I could get from the treasure chest around the map, but I think they're also just, like, stat boosters, which at this point, do I really need them? I really need them. Let's take a look. Yeah, there are 3 chests here. Here's what it. What we've got. We've got silver gauntlets, which I don't need. I already have some. Giant shell, which is a defense stat booster, which I don't think I really need it at this point. And, well, I don't know if it's actually, like, in that specific chest, I should be clear. The wiki page that I'm looking at doesn't specify which one is which. And there's also the Cadmos shield, which, that's the shield that protects against, bonus damage, for armored units. And there's none of them. Like, there are no enemies at this stage in the game who do bonus damage against armored units, so it's basically worthless. It, I don't know, probably raises that unit's defense too, which is fine, but heavy armored units have monstrous defense to begin with, so is it really strictly necessary? Anyway, same 11 units. I'm gonna take Manuela off the battlefield. You know what I really need to put in? If I put in anyone else, they're just gonna be dead weight. Cyril's probably kind of dead weight too, if I'm being honest. Gonna replenish the battalions again.
Come back.
And I gotta figure out who I'm going to give oh, went too far. I want just the authority. There we go. Oh, it's they can do a dance to everyone around them. Okay. Well, it only makes sense to put that on the dancer, right? I guess. I mean, I'm not gonna have Florence do his gambit on anything else. Let's see. Another quick survey around here. Petra with a Wodow. That is scary. What's her crit gonna be like? 65. 65 crit, high accuracy. She's got that alert stance to boost her evasion. She's got her keen intuition to boost her evasion from range. I could, in theory, put the that battalion on someone else, on the non-dancer, have them dance to give the dancer another move, so that the dancer could dance 2 people in the turn. The only problem is I can only do that once per battle. They're very careful about that. If Claude moved 3 times straight to Edelgard, that would be something. God, if he had pass and he could just go straight through enemies, that'd be one hell of a strategy. Yeah, the door is the real problem. There are ways. Let's see. How many doors are there? Just the one, really. I mean, there are side doors, but do I really care about going up through the sides as well? Don't think I do. The only reason I would is if they're going to lock the doors on me, but I don't see too many points where they can do that, so... Put best foot forward, I suppose. Should even be able to leave Dorothea alone. Alright. I think that's all the prep I need to do. Add a door key, that's not a terrible idea. I have room in his inventory? Yeah, he doesn't need that goddess icon. But he can use it for all I care. And I can be... We'll see what happens. I don't know how cheesy I'll be able to go with that giant demonic beast in the way. And all these other powerful enemies. We'll see what happens. Alright, I think I'm ready.
They've made it into the palace, but it's actually the perfect chance to turn the tables on them. Defeating them all will turn the tide of war instantly. Taking a risk on dragging us back from the brink is the only option. Everyone, prepare for a bitter struggle. Victory to the Adrestian Empire!
And we're not getting to see
There are more enemies
Hegemon
inside the palace than I
Edelgard
thought.
today.
It's gonna take a lot to bring this situation under control. But
That will
if
be
we
fine.
defeat Edelgard, then victory is ours. Everyone, let's go! Our bashful little emperor has locked herself up behind the door of the throne room. The key should be around here somewhere. We need to find whoever's got it and take them out.
Alright,
Steady now.
just out of curiosity, what if I tried to oh my god. What if I tried from regular attack range? $46. $41? Ugh. Disgusting. I'd need Ignots to get into melee range to have a good chance.
Let's make this quick.
You know, that isn't a bad idea. Petra is really fast. She's got all of those buffs to her evasion.
Leave it to me.
So it really does feel like your best option. Yeah, like that's not going to do it. Your best option is to get in there just up close and personal. Just hit her with the old nothing personnel,
I
kid.
can't be letting you pass. I will defend, and I will be killing all of you. We must clear the way forward for every person.
And if it doesn't work, well, that's what Divine
Edelgard.
Pulse is for.
I will not be keeping my promise. Give me forgiveness, please.
We should be able to get through to the throne room now.
Yes, we should. All right. Zoom in. How else? Ignots. I still need to get Ignots up to his class mastery. Just a few points away.
Shall we? Thank you.
Yeah, let's eliminate the counter. Nice break shot.
I've got to pull it together.
He complains, but strength and speed are two extremely good levels to get. So, you know, I'm not as worried as he is. Build up, build up.
I'll do my best.
Alright, don't want magic damage. Maybe I do want magic damage. Well, not Beast Fang. Wow, not great options there. Alright, that's fine. I really shouldn't be trying to match up magic attacks on high resistance units anyway. It's important to follow the fundamentals.
Let's go.
What's my strategy?
What is my strategy? It's fine. Just gonna punch right through the middle. That's the strategy.
At the ready.
Do I want to actually open the door this turn? I think I do. Yeah, why not? What's the worst that could happen? Oh, I can attack from here. Alright. Guess a cutting gale will do the job. Marianne and Dorte are a powerful combo. No doubt about that. Stairs are going to be a problem here, and I guess I will dismount. Yeah, sure.
I must confess, I never imagined that you would be able to pursue me this far. I don't mean to belittle your skills, Professor, but you far surpassed my expectations. Inform the troops. Destroy anyone who sets foot in the throne room.
Well, that took all of one turn. Still got to go through the demonic beast, though. I got to go through two of them. Actually, damn it. He's blocking the door like that. That's going to be a hassle.
More effective.
Not impossible to deal with, but definitely a hassle. There's that Thyrsus rod putting in some work.
I wonder how Dedue's doing. I hope I get to see him again.
That's what's important right now. Okay. So. Yeah, I'm going to have to clear this guy out. And I may have to resort to doing a couple of gambits. Because he's got two uses, right? Yeah. But this gambit does have range. Good. Alright, let's do it to it. I don't really use gambits on anything but monsters anyway. Might even be cheeky and
good fuel for a scheme.
Nice. 3rd Saints plus. Yeah, I'll move him to the side. Marianne's Gambit. Yeah, she can put this guy up. Good. Might even be the time to use that Opera House Gambit.
I won't let this hold me back.
Marianne, you're fine. You got magic. Pick up armored blow. Whatever. Like I'm worried about something like that. Lance jab is kind of... It's not really worth it. What the hell? Point blank volley? Oh, you know what? I gotta go for the killer lance. Yeah. That's good enough. Oh, I should have put her back on her horse. It's fine.
I'll keep pushing myself.
Strength, dexterity, speed. What more could you ask for? Alright, Ignatz, like I said, he needs to get his class mastery. I even went as far as to leave him room for it, so great camera angle. That means... Come on. One of the other things I don't like about the zoomed in mode is that the cursor gets stuck on physical barriers. Please. Please, what are you doing? Oh. It really is everyone around the target. Okay, I'm gonna reposition a little bit then. What do I want to advance? I probably want Lysithea to advance. My secret is I always want Lysithea to advance. Wait. I chose poorly. I gotta take that move back. Marianne can't move. Alright. Oh well.
Shall we?
It's fine.
Appreciate that. Steady now.
Alright. Ignatz, go. That's the spirit.
I think I've mastered it.
There's that lethality.
That was amazing.
Finally learned in the battle against Edelgard. Probably not going to see that anytime soon.
Let's go.
It's just a quarter of whatever his
What's my strategy?
whatever his attack or his dexterity is. At 7%, I mean it's not zero, but it's not great either.
Let's make this quick.
Alright, can Lysithea get an attack in? No. But she can lure enemies in. That should be fine. Who can attack her at range? Not a whole lot. Give them gauntlets for 4 times hit. You know, that's not... That is technically possible, isn't it? Can use gauntlets, can't he? I'll have to be training gauntlets, but I think the only other condition for lethality is that you have to actually be able to inflict damage.
Shall we?
He should be strong enough for that. No, I don't want all those mages trying to blow up Hilda. Oh, I know what'll make it easier. What if I use the Sothis shield?
Well done.
What if I just give a resistance buff to literally everyone for a few turns?
Leave it to me.
Be the last one, Raphael? Probably. Not worried in the slightest. Not even if they throw out their freaking mortal savants at me. You know, gambits like Resonant Flames or Resonant Lightning, the ones that have huge AoE, I think it's really funny when they miss. Ooh, that's kind of big damage, but that's alright. Cyril is not the key factor in my army, for being honest here. Oh, hey, Dedue.
So close. Must press on.
I'll do my best.
So not worried about that demonic beast. Mortal Savant's whole thing is supposed to be really good resistance. Yet here we are. Probably could have saved like a cutting gale for that, or used like a blizzard. It's fine. Who needs lethality when you can just one-shot these pathetic mages anyway?
At the ready.
Maybe I should have paid attention to Volganon, but even then, only 10 damage. Claude is not a particularly high resistance unit. Oh, well, I already forgot that I put the Sothis shield on everyone. Oops.
My orders?
Forget what I was just saying. Wait. That movement back. We'll just go for the kill. Keep it nice and simple. There's Cyril, he's doing okay.
Thanks for that.
Alright. Claude can already attack Edelgard. Oh wow. Alright. What does that look like in practice? It looks, honestly, very bad. I mean, he could do it. It's not a guarantee. He won't die from the counter. Actually, it's not bad at all. Yeah, you know what? Since I'm not playing for, like, for items or experience, everyone's pretty much as strong as they need to be. I think I will just finish her off. The opportunity presents itself. I mean, worst comes to worst, I could just, you know, Divine Pulse, roll back a move, and change up the RNG. Let's do it. Relic versus Relic. You know what? If I'm gonna do this, though, I want to. I'm gonna turn combat animations on. Alright, let's go.
Your ideals. I understand they're not so far removed from my own. But without sufficient knowledge of this land's suffering, I can't entrust Fodlan to you.
Perhaps. I dare say it's true that I don't fully understand the history of Fodlan.
Can't.
Still,
Camera's
I've seen
locked
many
on her.
things in my life. Don't worry. I'll finish the job for you.
Here we go. About what I expected. Ooh. Down goes the Flame Emperor.
It looks as though my path will end here. My teacher, claim your victory. Strike me down, you must. Even now, across this land, people are killing each other. If you do not act now, this conflict will go on forever. Your path lies across my grave. It is time for you to find the courage to walk it. If I must fall, let it be by your hand.
It was Claude's hand. Just saw it.
I wanted to walk with you.
Oh. All she wrote. Thanks, Ignatz.
It's over. We were only able to be here because of you. This wasn't the conclusion I had hoped for, even though Never mind. It's over now. The important thing is that we won.
Here, boy. A letter. An Imperial general asked me to give it to you.
A letter? Let's see it. It looks like it's from Hubert, Edelgard's vassal.
If you are reading this letter, that means I have perished. As Her Majesty would never surrender to another, I can only assume she has fallen as well. It greatly pains me to think of this coming to pass. That said, as the survivors, I must ask you to settle certain affairs in our stead. You must destroy the threat that slithers in the dark. I am sure you must recall Monica and Tomas. Their allies yet live. They hold deep resentment against the children of the goddess and the people of the world. And they are biding their time until they can exact revenge. If left to their own devices, it is certain they will eventually bring unimaginable calamity and suffering to the world. I detected their sorcery when you took Fort Mercius. I have deduced the location of their stronghold, Shambhala. You will find its whereabouts enclosed. There is no question that they are the enemies of everyone in Fodlan. Do not allow yourselves to forget that. Lastly, while I cannot say she is in good health, the Archbishop resides in a secret chamber in the Imperial Palace. I have shared the location of the entrance to that secret chamber with the person to whom I have entrusted this letter. I believe that Her Majesty will be victorious. Even still, I must plan for her defeat as well. If you wish to lead this world, I challenge you to rise to the occasion and surpass my estimation of you. Such is your obligation as the victors, and the only fitting tribute to all that Lady Edelgard sacrificed.
Hubert, to leave a letter like this behind, you were a better man than I believed you to be. So, Rhea is alive, and
Hubert
the fight
is
isn't
a
over
good
yet.
guy after all.
Those who slither in the dark. It sounds like Fodlan will never know peace unless we defeat them. The allies of Monica and Tomas, well, we knew about them already. I think it's safe to assume this is the same group who used Lysithea for their blood experiments. And they were also responsible for the javelins of light that destroyed the fortress. But who are these children of the goddess who they supposedly resent? There's just not enough information here. I don't suppose there's any chance that this is his idea of a prank. If so, wow, good one. Hubert, rather than writing a letter, you should have just told us before we fought.
Right, yeah. Well, Claude's plans are coming up with something wild and unpredictable. Hubert's plans are for predicting any possible eventuality. It just so happens that this time around, Claude is the one who survived.
Right. We still don't know for sure if this letter is telling the truth. Let's go find out.
The stomach poison is a classic.
You have come to save me.
Hey, Rhea.
Is this a dream? I have longed to see you again all this time. Is it truly you? Claude, I can see you have grown into a reliable young
No one
man.
ever notices Rhea's
Thank you
ears.
for supporting the professor and for rescuing me. Surely the protection of the goddess has...
Wait, Rhea. What do you know about the children of the goddess?
Oh, we're getting right into it, I see.
What is this about?
Forgive my bluntness. Someone from the Empire filled us in on a few things. I know it must be painful for us to ask you difficult questions after such an arduous confinement. But we have no choice. We must defeat a secret enemy. Those who slither in the dark. Do you know about them?
Those who slither in the dark.
Apparently, they resent the children of the goddess and the people of the world, and are planning something big, something terrible. They use blood for their wicked magic and are capable of dropping javelins of light from the sky, which are powerful enough to crush a fortress. If you can think of anything at all, please tell us now. We need to know as much as possible about these enemies in order to stop them.
Come on, Rhea, no more secrets.
This is the critical moment that will determine whether or not Fodlan falls. Can't you see that the time for secrets has passed?
Oh, angry Claude.
It is true that there is a group of people who have slithered in the darkness and threatened the peace of Fodlan since ancient times. I am sure you have heard the stories of a man named Nemesis.
Ah, yes. Wielder of the Sword of the Creator.
Nemesis, the King of Liberation. He's the hero to whom the goddess gave the Sword of the Creator.
Nemesis was originally the leader of a group of bandits. He plundered the Holy Tomb and stole the remains of the progenitor god. When Nemesis appeared in Xanadu some time later, he already wielded the Sword of the Creator.
How did he get the Sword of the Creator?
According to legend, the goddess gifted him the sword to fight against the evil gods.
I do not know how Nemesis obtained the sword, or why he appeared in Xanadu, but he used that sword to massacre the people there, the children of the progenitor god. From their corpses he gained even more power, and brought war to Fodlan.
That's completely different from what the legends tell us about Nemesis.
A mere bandit like Nemesis would not have been capable of anything so monstrous on his own.
Aha! So Nemesis had accomplices. And those accomplices must have been those who slither in the dark. They used Nemesis. And this time, they used the Imperial army to once again bring war to Fodlan. I finally get it. And I even understand why Edelgard was associating with them. Just as they were trying to use the Empire was trying to use them. Rhea, there's still a mountain of things I need to ask you, and I will. But I'll leave all of that for another day. You must be weak after living in confinement for so long. Please rest for a while. My friend, let's prepare for battle. We need to strike Shambhala as soon as possible.
You must not allow Fodlan's bloody history, the Red Canyon tragedy, to repeat itself.
Oh, whoa. Getting interesting.
It occurs to me that we never got an answer from Rhea about the children of the goddess.
Yeah, aren't they the people of Xanadu?
She did say that the people of the Red Canyon were the children of the progenitor god, so I suppose so. But those evil guys continued to plot their revenge even after the Red Canyon tragedy. Does that mean some of the children of the goddess or their descendants are still alive?
I mean, I already know these are all technically correct.
Huh. Maybe? Though I get the feeling you're something else altogether. What are these children anyway? And how are they connected to the goddess? I almost disappeared into the bottomless swamp that is my mind. I thought that after we defeated the Empire, I'd be able to see that sight I longed to see.
Gee, Claude, what site is that? Could it be a unified Fodlan with all its barriers torn down so that it can be a part of the greater world?
I've told you about my dreams before. I want to break down the wall separating Fodlan from the outside world. The sight I want to see lies beyond that. Honestly, it's a trivial thing to fixate on. Just people, gathered in their towns, living out their lives together, sometimes laughing, sometimes fighting. But the people living there aren't just citizens of Fodlan. There are people from Dagda, Bridget, and even Dusker and Srang. There could be people who were born in Almyra, or countries even farther east there, too. All of those people living together like it's nothing special at all. That's the side I long to see. It's so simple, but still so far away.
Pretty noble aspiration.
But this is no time for
Give him that.
We need to focus on capturing Shambhala. Let's hurry up and gather everyone together.
So, you mean to tell me that Fodlan will fall to ruin if we leave those guys be?
If this map is reliable, their base is just south of my family's territory.
This story is a bit much to believe. And yet...
It does ring true, somehow.
Remember Monica, the one who killed Gerald, and the old man who was masquerading as Tomas? They were their allies, and the Flame Emperor and the Death Knight were merely their pawns.
The people who were after my blood? They were also the ones who used me to conduct their blood experiments.
As awful as it sounds, they're seemingly fond of using blood in their secret techniques.
Ugh, that's really gross. I could never be friends with someone like that.
I believe they were also responsible for the Javelin of Light that destroyed Fort Mercius.
Hold up, boy. Do you really think that we can win against such powerful foes?
I don't know. But we have to try, don't we?
It'll be easy. Our responsibility is the victors.
Since Edelgard can't do it, I guess it falls to us.
They were trying to use the Imperial army to plunge Fodlan into war, but we nipped that in the bud. Now we just need to tear out their roots, and I know we have what it takes to do it.
After all, we did just crush the Imperial army.